Hey Sean, how are you? Congratulations on getting into Grinnell and congratulations on making it to the golf team as well. We're so happy for you.
Thank you. I don't think this was possible without you in the first place. I mean, you've genuinely been a constant guide for me, and more than a counselor, you've been like acted like a elder brother and a friend to me, and you really advised me on different things. And I think I've really lucked out because I've gotten into a college. It was at the top of my list always. So yeah, I'm really grateful to you, and of course, I really like to thank Coach Brian for making all this possible, and really taking that interest in me.
That's great, Sean. Thanks for that. And it was very enjoyable working with you also. So tell me, how was your overall experience just working with NexTrack? How did you think everything went for you?
I think it was all. I think this process has been very long, and I don't think I would have been able to do it alone, all by myself, because it's an emotionally and it's a very stressful process because especially towards the beginning when you're emailing coaches, I think you need a counselor to constantly guide you and advise you in the right way and make you feel like everything will be fine in the end. Because
Great. What were some of the specific areas where NexTrack was really able to help you?
Well, I think mainly it was the guidance that you provided. And firstly, because as I said, this process is very long and tiring and stressful. So I think you need someone to constantly back you. Secondly, I think because I'm my parents' first child, my parents didn't know anything about the process. We didn't know how everything goes. So you were really helped me in emailing the coaches. You taught me how to speak to them, how to impress them, especially during the application process when we had to write the Common App essay. I think you really helped me because the idea was mine, and it's not like any other school essay that we write. It's a bit different, and you took it to another level, and maybe that's why my application was actually accepted in Grinnell. Of course, the constant guidance that you gave me throughout the process, and yes, there was. I would really like to thank you for one thing, that wake up call that we had in October when things were falling out, nothing was quite working out, and we there was a conference call, and I got a big scolding from you and my mother. So I think that was a big wake up call for me, and it was a time to realize to get serious about these things. And I think that was a good kick on my backside, and that really worked, I think.
That's great. I'm glad. And I don't like scolding my students, but sometimes it's needed, and I'm glad it all worked out at the in the end. So tell me, Ishan, you had so many different college options and offers from coaches. I remember you had a couple of Division Ones, a few Division Twos, and a few Division Threes also. So how did you finally make your decision on Grinnell?
So I think, as I said, Grinnell's always been on the top of my list, and it's a place where anyone would want to go academically for sure. And the thing about me is that uh, I've got two main aspects in my life: academics and golf. And if I'm getting a very good academic college and I've got golf with it, so there's no reason for me not to take it. And the interest that Coach Brian showed in me, I think I spoke to many coaches, and no one, everyone was not like him. I mean, he really wanted me very badly, which showed that I think I had the potential of being one of the key players in his team. So maybe that's why he really wanted me and offered so much scholarship.
That's awesome. And yeah, the scholarship was another thing that, I personally feel the whole package that Grinnell had to offer in terms of the scholarship that you received, along with the academic reputation and the standing that it has, and the interest that the coach had in you, that definitely was over and above what anyone else was able to offer. I mean, you still had very good offers from other colleges, but I do think that in the end, Grinnell was just a little better. So I'm glad it all worked out the way it did. And finally, if you had some advice to give to, another student athlete like you, another golfer, what would you say to them?
Well, I would just say to start the process early as possible, even in class nine, because I started the process a bit late, and it took me some time to understand this process. And if you start in class nine, you have a better understanding of the process. By the time you come to class 11, and secondly, it's just to keep your class 9 and class 9 onwards, your grades should be very good. I think not like not like any other country, but US colleges, they mainly see your class 9, class 10, and then so on. So it's very important to keep the internals good. And of course, if you're an athlete, it does become difficult for you to manage both. But I think at the end of the day, you just have to give it your best, and you've got to do what you have to do.
Great, Ishan. Thanks for this. And, all the best from my side and from NexTrack. We really hope you do very well at Grinnell. And I hope you make Coach Brian very proud as well.
Thank you so much. I think it was a wonderful experience working with you. And yeah,